Seen a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike 51. Come on. Cover tight.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Able to move the ball on that drive, yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They start the drive with Martin. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go!
Operating from the gun. Pennington is complete to Martin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
8, read. 2 right here. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Pennington. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Martin. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Patrick Peterson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give right side. Alexander. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he comes back with one complete. And getting just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo. On the snap.
On first down, Pennington. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a second down coming up. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Back to throw. Pennington. They set up the screen to Martin. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got him.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's going to take a shot for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, it's Alexander. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. Still on his feet. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off near the 32. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line for. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing to start the drive. Pennington. And Martin's got it complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Pennington being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Rock it. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Throwing again. Pennington. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, Pennington letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Barber. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23.
He's checking.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Pennington. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Gator. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Pennington looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Back to throw. Pennington. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after now for Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Jets 34, Seahawks 12.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Alexander. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
The Jets 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
Will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off play action. Pennington. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
6-6. Pull it high. Big grip.
They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Looking to throw. Pennington setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Pennington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out, and the Jets will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finally, the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle taken in. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually had.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And on the way in, touchdown, New York. Patrick Peterson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
132 fighter.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Got it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
18 gain.
I got you. I got you.
They run it with Strong, the fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hit it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback and the keeper. A loss of a yard.